Hey everyone, we're going to graph f of x and find the equation of the tangent normal line at point P, which is 2, 1, and sketch all the lines. So to get the tangent line, this is kind of a little drawing of how it's kind of going to look here. Should look like something like that. So in order to get the slope of our tangent line, we have to take our first derivative. So we take f prime of x equals 2x, and then you plug in your x and evaluate that at the first derivative. So 2 times 2 equals 4. So the slope of your tangent line equals 4, and your normal line here is a negative reciprocal. So the slope of the normal line equals negative 1/4, negative reciprocal. Now all we have to do is plug in our point and find our equations. So for the tangent line, you get y equals mx plus b, which is y equals 4x plus b, and plug in our point. So my y is 1 equals 4 times 2 plus b. This is 8, so subtract 8 from both sides. You get negative 7 equals b. So your tangent equation of the tangent line is y equals 4x minus 7. So we're going to graph that. We're also going to graph the normal just means perpendicular. So we're at y equals negative 1/4 x plus b. Plug in our points. 1 equals negative 1/4 times 2 plus b. 1 equals negative 1/2 plus b. Add 1/2 to both sides. So it's going to be 3/2 equals b. So your equation of your normal line is y equals negative 1/4 x plus 3/2. Now the only thing we have to do now is graph all this. So the first thing I'm going to do is graph my function, and I'm also going to plot that. So we know that this is a quadratic that's been shifted down by 3. You could also set this to 0 and factor that as x minus square root of 3 times x plus square root of 3. Whoopsie. All right, square root of 3 is approximately 1.73. And I'm going to plot this point. So this would be 2, 1. So I also have 1 here because it's a quadratic. So let's try to graph this. Kind of go up here, graph it that way, and go up here, graph it this way. Something like that. Again, this is a sketch. Now let's graph the tangent line at 2, 1. So let's just graph the line. Negative 7, so it's negative 3 here. 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7 is right there. And the slope is 4 over 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. That gives me an extra point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. That helps me graph it with just 2 points. You only need 2 points, but just helps. So it touches right here, and so there it is. All right, and then we have to graph the normal line. So our y-intercept is 1.5. Our slope is negative 1 over 4. So, or we could just go through that line there. Let's just go up. So we go up 1 over 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, well, up 1. So let's just graph this. It's really hard for me to graph on here. So there it is. Graph it. There's your normal line. Let's put a little square there to show it's perpendicular. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.